Oh my God.
Hello. Sorry. Hello.
Do not do that to me ever again. Hey, I'm an overplaner. You know this. That's woo. Hey, everybody.
I didn't even think of the what that meant when I said it. You know what I mean? That was funny.
I was
Okay.
like, wait, what?
Hey
What's going
Raquel.
on? Oh, hey,
That'd be
Cardi,
funny.
Dee Dee. That
That
would
would
be,
be
and
funny.
now that would be like, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Tonight I'm going to be the one presenting what we're going to be talking about mostly. And Amanda's going to follow along. Hey, Save Robbie.
I'm paying her
So,
support tonight. Okay.
yeah,
So,
so hopefully I'm anywhere near as good at getting stuff together as she was because she was fantastic at that. So,
oh gosh, stop it. You're
you
going to kill
are.
it.
No, you are. I'm not going to stop
Well,
it.
it's
You are.
going to be great.
Take your
I'm
compliment
just
and hush.
okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna. It's gonna be a little different tonight though because I'm used to being the one I'm never the one that just shuts up and listens. Maybe this will teach me to do that. Like I need to get better at that. So I'm excited to
I'm not
be
a
like
shut
the
up
wingman.
listener either. Hey,
It's hard for me.
Melissa. Hey,
Hey,
BTS. I'm
hey.
crocheting and listening. I wish I knew how to do something like that.
Me too. Listen, I wish I
My
could do
hands
it, but
busy.
yes, I am the worst. Like I can barely do those like latch hook kits. Okay. Oh my God, Robbie is Robbie in here? Did I see
Yeah.
here?
Hey,
Okay,
Hartley. Hey, Bex.
did you see him like 4 o'clock in the morning
No.
dancing with a? Was it a fairy, Robbie? What were you dressed up as? A gnome, a fairy? I could not.
I
I was
have
half asleep.
seen. I feel like in his beginning of is him in his intro he has him dancing in a fairy, or
No,
am I?
no, I don't. I've never
I
seen this
swear
one.
I've seen it dancing
It's
as a
his.
fairy before.
Well,
Hey,
maybe, but this
Robin.
was his Halloween costume, and he said like if
Nope, I missed it.
someone was nice to him, they could get like so many rubs. And they were all doing the stroke it panel, like stroke it to the left,
Robbie's
stroke it
hilarious.
to the right. Oh my God, I was dead. Okay, that's all.
I missed it. No, I'm old these days. I go to bed with the chickens. I wake up with the chickens. I miss everything good at night. Let me complain and whine about it. Hey, Sandy.
Well, me too. Usually, like I'm usually not up that late, but we had done the panel, so I had coffee, and it just like hit me in the middle of the night. Like,
I
here's the coffee,
I missed that whole
rush.
thing too. Missed the whole thing, and I don't think it's up anymore. All cammed up. It was great. Yeah, Robbie is very entertaining for sure. Hey,
Well, it was a whole
Sin.
panel. It was over on Natasha's.
I'm gonna teach him crochet while talking old. Oh, what? That's a freaking good idea. Make sure you guys are subbed
Yeah.
to Melissa. I need to make sure that I'm subbed. I know I was, but freaking YouTube is weird. They unsub you from stuff if you. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can only be subbed to so many channels or what, but there's
Mm,
stuff that I've been unsubbed from for sure.
okay. Well, I get these weird notifications, or no, I get this weird thing if I'm subbed. I don't get it so much anymore since my channel has grown a little bit.
Yeah.
But when like last year, I used to get it all the time that I was subbed to too many people for how many people I had following me. I don't know why, but I got it several times, and then um, it was
Oh,
really weird. It wouldn't let me sub to anybody. It was like I don't know, but because I sub to every like if somebody starts
me
a channel,
too.
I try to be like, hey, I'll sub, no big deal. And
Yep.
um, my
Because
kids
I
used to
thought,
use my account years ago,
yeah,
so.
I thought it was endless. Like I thought you could, but I don't think it's that way. And you know
Well,
what
may
else isn't endless is the number
what?
of bells that you can click to get all notifications. Like under the video where you can click all or none on the bell on the notifications, those get unclicked for me all the time. And I think it's because you can only do so many at a time.
Yeah, it's really
So,
weird. That's why I like the link rooms, like in the Discords, because
yes.
all the time I don't get notifications or whatever. Like it's so weird. So I don't know if they're still like that, but I know that before, like if you were subbed to more people than you had subscribed to you, um then it was an issue. Like I'm talking
That
like back when
explains
I had like
everything.
7, 8, 900 subscribers. You know, I couldn't sub to everybody.
Right, yeah. Crochet in crime is a freaking great idea. I'm so glad you're going to do that. Okay, so
All
now that
right.
we've given everybody enough time to get in here, tonight we're going to be discussing, and this was what do you call it when people suggestion? This was a suggestion from the audience. I think Bex might have been the one that suggested. I'm pretty sure because that's who I remember bringing it up. But we're going to be talking about the, how do I say this? Flannan Isle Lighthouse keepers. They disappeared, and it's really like been
Yeah.
mysterious. Though there's a movie even on this. I didn't know there was a movie. Of course, I found out like researching it, and it's called The Vanishing. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I had never heard of this before at all. So until
See, I had
you
neither.
know, talked
So
about it.
it's brand
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
Because I think it's more, it's not really like first of all, it's from 1900 is when it happened, by the way. And it's not really like a case because there's only so much information about it, but there's some really eerie, like weird energy around it that they still really don't know. Spoiler alert to this
Yeah.
day
They don't. It's
exactly
still a
what happened.
mystery. Yeah. There's still a
Okay.
mystery. Sorry, I was distracted for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to you.
No, I was
Thank
sending you a super
you.
chat. I couldn't concentrate on two things at once today.
Oh, thank you, Kim. She put Melissa's in there. Crocheting true crime. Crocheting crime. I love that. Okay.
Hey. Yes. Really cool.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start from what it is and then work up to what happened. I'm excited to hear about this. I have in unsolved. I love unsolved creepy stuff. I think that's what she's trying to say. Okay. The Flannan Isles are also known as Seven Hunters, are a small island group. Actually, I have a picture. I need to get over to this
Hey,
anyhow. Okay.
Brooke.
I won't be able to see chat while I'm doing this, just FYI. Okay.
I'll take care of chat.
Okay, so this is the island group, and it's an outer. I don't know how to say this exact words. It's either it's Hebrides, Hebrides. It's Hebrides of Scotland. I don't know how to pronounce that word exactly right. I looked up most of the words I didn't know how to pronounce. That one I forgot to let Google tell me how to pronounce. And they say it was named after Saint Flannan, in the 7th century Irish preacher and abbot. Okay, the islands have never had residents since the automation of the Flannan Lighthouse in 1971. So I guess now there's no people
It's
on the
vacant.
island. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. However, Hartley said it's okay.
thank
Is
you.
it
Yes.
It's Hebrides. Is that right? Or is it Hebra? Okay. I don't know.
It's probably
Is it
killing it.
Hebrides?
I Googled every other word and like literally hit the thing like where it'll tell you how to say it. But Flannan, is that right, Harley? I think I'm saying that right. Flannan. Anyways,
Yes, I
there was
heard
a
that
tale.
earlier. Mm-hmm.
There's like a old wives' tale, I guess. They said that shepherds would take there's always been like mysterious energy around this particular island, the islands here. And they said that shepherds would take their sheep, right, and drop them off there. And the reason why they would leave their sheep there to herd and to grow is because when they did that, the sheep would have twins. They would have twins. And then they also, if they were sick, they would get better. But it was so like scary, and they said haunted, like they were kind of scared. So the shepherds wouldn't even stay with the sheep there. But there's something about that area, even aside from all this, that is just something really creepy about it, even to the point like nobody even lives there now to this day.
Yes, and before we go any further, it's
Uh-huh.
okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's okay. It's Hebrides.
Hebrides.
Is that
Oh my
is
gosh, I
that
was so.
correct? Is that right? Hold on. Let's make
That
sure we're
sounds right.
saying that right. Yes, I think that's right. But because I just like Googled
Maybe
it too,
I
and
wrote
then
it down. I must have misspelled it then when I wrote it down because I wrote Hebrides. So,
I
but
got
maybe
it
it's
right.
E
Look, I'm the queen. It's Hebrides, so I got it right.
Hebrides. I think
So
I
we know
misspelled it when
now.
I wrote it down. Okay,
We
Hebrides.
got
I'm
it.
gonna remember that. Thank you for whoever told us that.
Partly
Um.
indeed.
Okay. So on December 15th, 1900, which was a whole long time ago. What hundreds? Over 100 years ago, right? 19. Yeah, it would be 100 and
Yes.
whatever years ago. Wow. Okay. Um.
Thank
Shut
you,
up.
Dari D. Dari D gave
I
you a
can't
super
see
sticker.
chat.
I
Thank
know.
you. I
I
can't
got
see
you.
chat.
I
Okay.
got you.
All right. So on December 15th, 1900, there was a report that the lighthouse stopped being lit up, and nobody knew why. But the problem was that the report went out, but it wasn't discussed. I mean, we're talking about way back in the day, like it's old, right? So it happened on December 15th that the light quit working, but nobody even found out, not even the master of the ship that would, because it would guide a ship, and that the ship didn't even notice until December 26, 1900, even though the light went out and there was already something wrong on December 15th. They didn't notice until December 26th, and that's quite a while. But back then it wouldn't have been because right, the communication and information was like totally different
Yes,
back
I
then.
didn't.
So
Didn't they also like they would throw like these part like it was called like a I think like some kind of party where they would if a new people were coming aboard they would like have the lights on and have it ready for them and they came and the lights weren't on and it took some people by surprise if I remember correctly.
yes, right.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Okay.
when normally, right, they would a new guy would come, like say, okay, on this day you're going to be the relief. Say whenever you're working as a nurse, right, you have a relief person that comes and relieves you on your shift, right? So these people
Mm-hmm.
that were here when this happened, their new relief was coming on a certain date, and they didn't find out until he was coming, even though the report that like the thing went off on December 15th. When the new guy came, the light was off, nobody was there, right?
Yeah, and the paperwork wasn't like they have like a system. So it was like as soon as they got there, they noticed the light wasn't there, and they went and they had noticed that okay, the light wasn't on. The paper, like what we would do as paperwork. I don't know how they did it back then, but however it was, it
They
wasn't
wrote it in a
done.
journal.
And yeah, that's right. They wrote it
Mhm.
in the journal, and that wasn't filled out, and they literally they could not find these people. Like they were gone, all three of them.
Yep.
I know this much of
Joseph
it.
Joseph Moore is the name of the relieving lighthouse keeper that was coming onto the premises that discovered this initially, right? And so he automatically reported to the authorities, as he should do. There was another man in between. Okay, there was a man that was supposed to watch for things that happen at the lighthouse and to see that everything was okay, right? And he like his whole job was to see that something was wrong and alert the authority over the lighthouse, but he didn't do that. So he never said why he just didn't do that. So that whole step was skipped, by the way. So it wasn't discovered until the new guy got there, Joseph Moore, on December 26th. So now we're on up to December 26th. He made the report to the authority. Okay. So the initial investigation was that there was very bad weather. The lighthouse keepers, like, the weather was so bad that they needed to leave the lighthouse. And in the midst of them getting everything together and trying to get off of the island and get out of the lighthouse, they were swept into sea and they were drowned. Okay. So that was the initial conclusion and the initial finding of
Mm-hmm.
what they thought that their deaths were. And let's see, where are we? Okay.
The initial findings, what they initially
Okay.
thought was the deaths.
And okay, so there were 3 entries. The entries were normal. The entries on the December 13th, because December 15th was the day that it went off. The day that they didn't discover, the guy didn't walk in until December 26th, but December 15th is pretty much the day that it happened, because that's the last day that there was any kind of entry, right? The entries were weird, and I have them. We'll get into them. But there were entries on December 13th, December 14th, and December 15th. After December 15th, there was nothing. That was the last one. So I'm going to read. This is going to be long, but this is important. This is the actual, hold on. What do you call this? This is the Northern Lighthouse Board. This is the actual like reports that were given in at the time. However, they reported in at the time. This is how they did it. Okay. So the first one that went out was the telegram. Oh, shoot. I should share that, huh? Not even share my screen. Hello. Okay. Okay. Let me take this off and share my screen. I don't need to share audio. Okay. You all still be able to hear me if I don't share audio, right? Is everything good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Well, now that's wait. Yeah, there you go.
You're good.
Yeah,
okay.
we hear you.
This right here. Whoops. This was the telegram from the Master of Hesperus, which Hesperus is the ship that I was talking about earlier that lighthouse guided, right? So the master of that ship is the person that kind of was over that lighthouse, that particular lighthouse. So on December 26th, and that's when Joseph Moore found out that they weren't there anymore. This was the report given, okay? A dreadful accident has happened at Flannan's. The 3 keepers, Duquette, Marshall, and the occasional, and they call that the occasional because he was just that. Those 2 were stationed there at all times, and the occasional would come and go, but he was there.
Okay, so like a felon or like just an extra kind of.
Yes, but he was also gone too, because he was supposed to be there at the time. So,
okay.
Duquette, Marshall, and Occasional have disappeared from the island. On our arrival there this afternoon, no sign of life was to be seen on the island. Fired a rocket, but as no response was made, managed to land more and went up to the station, but found no keepers there. The clocks were stopped, and other signs indicated that the accident must have been about a week ago. So that would have been, it's December 15th is when they think it happened. Okay. Poor fellows, they must have been blown over the cliffs or drowned trying to secure a crane or something like that. Night coming on, we could not wait to make something as to their fate. I have left Moore, McDonald, buoy master, and 2 seamen on the island to keep the light burning until you make other arrangements. We will not return to Oban until I hear from you. I have repeated this wire to Muirhead in case you are not home. I will remain at the telegraph office until it closes if you wish to wire me. Master Hesperus. So that was his initial report of what happened, because
Okay.
I mean, they really did know, like that's all they knew at the time. This man, this letter right here that you guys see is the man that came, the one that was supposed to be the relief lightkeeper, the assistant lightkeeper. He was the one that came and found them not there at the time. It's a long letter, but this is the one that he actually wrote. So I want to
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay.
This is still 1900, correct?
Yes, this is
Okay, so it was 121 years ago, to put it into perspective.
Yes. Wow. Okay. That's a long time ago. Yes,
Yeah.
1900, December 26th. But like I said, on December 15th was the last entries, and all signs point to December 15th was the day that these three men disappeared out of this lighthouse without a trace. Okay, so this is going to take forever, but well, it's not that long, actually. Ready? Here we go. Sir, it was with deep regret I wish you to learn this very sad affair that has taken place here during the past fortnight, namely the disappearance of my two fellow lightkeepers, Mr. Ducat and Mr. Marshall, together with the occasional keeper, Donald MacArthur, from this island. As you are aware, the relief was made on the 26th that day, as on other relief days. We came to anchorage under Flanan Islands and not seeing the lighthouse flag flying. We thought they did not perceive us coming. The steamer's horn was sounded several times, still no reply. At last, Captain Harvey deemed it prudent to lower a boat and land a man if it was possible. I was the first to land, leaving Mr. McCormick and his men in the boat till I should return from the lighthouse. I went up, and on coming to the entrance gate, I found it closed. I made for Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. I made for entrance door leading to the kitchen and storeroom. Found it also closed, and the door inside that, but the kitchen door itself was open. On entering the kitchen, I looked at the fireplace and saw that the fire was not lighted for some days. I then entered the rooms in succession, found the beds empty just as they left them in the early morning. I did not take time to search further, for I only too well know something serious had occurred. I darted out and made for the landing. When I reached there, I informed Mr. McCormick that the place was deserted. He, with some of the men, came up second time so as to make sure, but unfortunately, the first impression was only too true. Mr. McCormick and myself proceeded to the light room, where everything was in proper order. The lamp was cleaned, the fountain full, blinds on the windows, etc. We left and proceeded on board the steamer. On arrival, Captain Harvey ordered me back again to the island, accompanied with Mr. McDonald. Okay. But then that's buoy master. Okay. A Campbell and a Lamont, who were to do duty with me till timely aid should arrive. We went ashore and proceeded up to the light room and lighted the light in the proper time that night and every night since. The following day we traversed the island from end to end, but still nothing to be seen to convince us how it happened. Nothing appears touched at East Landing to show that they were taken from there. Ropes are all in their respective places in the shelter, just as they were left after the relief on the 7th. On west side, it is somewhat different. We had an old box halfway up the railway for holding west landing mooring ropes and tackle, and it has gone. Some of the ropes, it appears, got washed out of it. They lie strewn on the rocks near the crane. The crane itself is safe. The iron railings along the passage connecting railway with footpath to landing and started from their foundation and broken in several places. Also, railing round crane and handrail for making mooring rope fast for boat. It is entirely carried away. Now there is nothing to give us an indication that it was there the poor men lost their lives, only that Mr. Marshall has his sea boats on and oilskins. Also Mr. Duquette has his sea boots on. He had no oilskin. Oilskin is a jacket, by the way. It's the coats that they wear. So, okay, Marshall has his sea boots and oilskins. Also, Mr. Duguette has his sea boots on. He has no oilskin, only an old waterproof coat, and that is away. Donald MacArthur has his wearing coat left behind him, which shows, as far as I know, that he went out in shirt sleeves he never used, any other coat on previous occasions, only the one I'm referring to. Okay, so then that letter was from the man that obviously was the man that was the first guy there.
I wanted
What do
to
you
throw something in that
Yes.
is interesting too. That I just
Mhm.
remembered this too. That I took note of that there I guess other lighthouses or areas around there. There wasn't some places didn't even report a storm like when
Yes, that's
and
I have that on here.
yes. Okay, sorry.
Actually,
Sorry to skip
all
ahead.
no, you're fine. Actually, all okay, that pretty much okay, let me read the entries first. I think yes, let me read. Did I read all this? Yes. Okay, I'm going to read the entries of remember how I told you guys that they had I guess I can stop sharing now. Hold on. They had entries on the 13th, the 14th, and here's the three men right here. They had entries
Okay.
on the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th, right? And the 15th was their last entries. Well, on December 12th, Marshall wrote an entry of, and entries are in, I'm thinking just like journals they had to keep notes of whatever happened, right? That's how they kept their books or whatever, their paperwork. So on December 12th, Marshall wrote, severe winds, the likes of which I have never seen before in 20 years. Okay. He also wrote, it was so bad, all three of them had been praying, praying all night, right? December 15th, storm in, this was from an entry on the 15th. Storm ended, sea calm, God is over all. But the weird part of that is what Manda just mentioned. Everywhere else, all around, anywhere else, had reported calm weather on every one of those nights. The first bad night that they had was on the 17th.
Yes,
So
it's very weird, and the entries were unusually long from what I read too. Like they weren't written how they would
they were
normally be written.
strange. They were
Yeah.
strange. They were unbelievable. They all. Some people have said they've debunked them, even that they were the entries were just weird. They were weird. They didn't make sense. They didn't flow with any of the other stuff that they normally would have written, like it was really strange. That part was strange too. Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, so when the letter that we just wrote, Joseph Moore, whenever he got there, there was plates on the table, potatoes on the table, pickles on the table. And he said he reported that you hear in his letter how he said, pretty much like it was the way that I already felt like it was kind of thing. Like he knew something was wrong. He went there knowing something was wrong, right? He already felt it in his gut. He said he felt a feeling of just impending doom and dread. Like he knew that he knew that they weren't going to be there when he got there.
Yes, which was super strange,
Yes.
obviously. Yeah. Yeah. And some
The
people
clock.
say the partial meal was debunked. Some people say it's true. Like it's so hard to know what is real.
Okay,
By the way, just
that I don't
because.
know. I that part I don't know exactly where I read that exact part, so I don't know. And then the clock was stopped. I read that the clock was stopped and a chair was turned over. The lamp was ready for lighting, which we read that in the thing, and two of the three oilskins coats were gone. The gate and door were formally shut, and then he said that the one kitchen door was open, but all the gates and the doors were shut and locked. So that's what he found when he got there. And other than that,
Yeah.
everything else was pretty much normal. Like the way that it looked inside wasn't crazy. It didn't look, like out of the ordinary. But outside, like we read in the letter a little bit, there were on one side, everything was perfectly normal. All the stuff was put up where it was supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. But on the other side, there were ropes strewn all over the rocks. So it looked like some people think that they were that they climbed. This is just a theory that they because there was tackle out and ropes, and there was ropes strewn over the rocks. So they think that they were trying to climb down, and when they were walking in the water, maybe that they got swept away and they lost their like they think that they dropped their tackle in there and they were trying to get it like retrieve it back. I don't know. Who knows? Really, nobody knows exactly what happened to them there that day.
Yeah, I also found something interesting that I did screenshot earlier, and it says at least one of these men had previously been fined for improper rain gear storage. There was no food left out, no overturned chair. These men were unfamiliar with the winter storms on the islands and most likely were washed out to sea while trying to properly rig up gear or otherwise prevent remedy damage. So it depends what you read because I read everything that all that stuff too. So I was actually just looking to see if there was like any cool pictures we could share or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how many different versions of the story there are. That's why I was like, oh my God, what, like there's
Well,
so many.
some people think this is just theories because, like I said, nobody knows. Some people think it's supernatural. That okay, there was a man. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but there was. I might have it written down. Mike Moore, maybe. Did I write it down? Mike Dash. He's a historian, and his name's really not even important. But he had found that there was a lightkeeper there at one time that uh, reported that there were 300-foot waves that would wash upon like the lighthouse, and that this particular lightkeeper went out to take pictures of the thing and to try to record it, and when he did, he almost died from the waves. And the guy that I said reported that, Mike whatever I said, he is a historian, so like that he reported that really did happen. I don't know whether it really did happen or not, but that's one thing that people think, that that island just has this weird energy, and even though there wasn't bad weather everywhere else, that there's something about that island that there are 300-foot waves that can
Yes,
make people have to
it's
leave the island,
very,
you know?
yes, it's very widespread that there is some kind of like almost haunting or supernatural, some bad energy, doom over it. Almost some people would describe it as doom when I was reading it
Yeah.
over this island, and um, it looks so beautiful. It looks pretty, like, and then you just hear about it. I don't know. I found more
Well,
entries about
yeah.
it being doomed than anything else. Like that's what I haunting. Like that's what I
Yes,
found more than
haunting.
anything else.
It's all supernatural things in the and I'm sure that over the years, like The Vanishing, we want to watch in the future to see what it's like because it is based off of this story, but it's probably dramatized a ton, I'm sure, because it's a Hollywood movie. But a lot of stuff does get added over the years, but this has always been something that people have been so curious about, and it's been such a mystery because of the energy around it, and how it's people think it's haunted or it's supernatural, or did aliens get them. There's so many like theories and conspiracies about this, and people just don't know what really happened to those men.
Yeah, there's still no conclusion to it. Like, which I know it's a
Their
lot
bodies
harder
were
back
never
then.
found.
Yeah, they were never found. Like even when they were able to like kind of search for them, which of course it wouldn't be as easy as it is today, but they should have at least found evidence of one of them. That's the thing. Like, and they
Yeah,
didn't. Like, it was
nothing.
really weird. Nothing. Yeah, just a big, it's like doom. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's
And
just doom.
they all three, but two of them especially, it wasn't like they're just like me and you going on that island. We have no idea how to survive on an island in a lighthouse. They were expert. Had expertise. They were amazing lighthouse keepers. Like they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just like they were new to this. They were experts in this shit. Like they knew exactly how to do this and what to expect and how to handle it and all that. It wasn't new. But them vanishing, obviously, without a trace was new. The what was I gonna say? Um I think
Sorry.
that no, you're fine. I was just trying to see if
I
there's
thought that we
anything
could
that I left
um
out.
hold on one second. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to the chat because I want to see what the chat has to say. So, what do you guys think? Do you all have any theories about what could have happened? Okay,
I'm trying
those
to
are
oh
huge
sorry.
waves. It is. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I thought that we could read some of the I found like some really cool like Reddit posts on it. And
Yes,
so since there's
totally,
I wanted to know if you wanted me to read a couple of the ones that I found
absolutely.
interesting. All right. So hold on, I gotta get back to it. Um it says the everyone got washed out to sea theory is interesting, but then what about the December 15th log that declares the storm to be over? So there must
That
have been a log.
it is. That's the one. Remember, I read it. It says, "Storm ended, sea calm. God is overall." That was on December 15th.
Oh, oh, okay.
Mhm.
So all right, some reporters say the storm began on the 15th of December, and according to the log, the booked storm ended on the 15th. It was due to the storm that Joseph Moore could travel on 26 December when the storm was at ease. This theory does not connect all the clues except the unusual logs taken, but yet again, it's only a theory and we have no proof. Okay, this one was so interesting. No clue what could have happened. It could have been a bad storm, but the logs don't match that theory. So that the
Oh,
logs
what they're
do.
saying is okay, what they're saying is because December 15th, right, is the day that pretty much everybody agrees on is the day that they went missing. And it's the last day that they journaled in their entries. So they had to journal in their entries on that day, right? So they were there. And then if they wrote in the entries, storm ended, sea calm, God is overall, how was it the storm?
Yes, that's what a lot of the Reddit users say, which I know Reddit's not like the
That's a
all,
great
but
point,
I
though.
just
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
good point.
Hey,
Thank you,
Dreama.
Dreama. Hey, Blonde
Well,
PT.
before I read any more, what do you guys think in the chat? Like, do you guys think
Yeah,
that
I want to know
that
what they
it gets
think.
debunked, or do you think that I want to know what you guys think? I mean,
Okay,
I'm still looking more up.
Melissa says, I think one of them killed the other two and died trying to escape. I've seen that theory before that they said that maybe one person went crazy and then there would be stuff in they would have found more inside unless he just cleaned it all up and it's 1900. So, they don't have the forensics and all that stuff. But that is interesting. The journal entry is what makes the washing out to sea theory not too good, right? I honestly hadn't even. Hey, Sarah, thought of that. Okay, I'm gonna see what else you all gotta say. It was the ghost of the sea. Oh, there was another one. I think this one was just they were being funny, but the other one was they had these things called they called them sprites. I think could that be what it's called? Hold on. It's like a mermaid type thing but different. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. What is a sprite? Hang on. That they is it real?
Yeah, the clock stopping is another interesting tidbit, Melissa. I thought about that too. The clock stopping, you know, I don't know. That is another interesting tidbit. There's a lot of mystery behind this one. It's not.
Yes.
I see. It's real
Sprite.
weird.
Okay, Bex. Exactly what is that? It's like siren. Okay, so is it like a mermaid? I know it's a Scotland folklore or a mythical creature type thing, right?
Yeah, it's a
And
myth. Yeah.
one of the theories is that it could be them and they attack boats or people. They attack stuff in the ocean. I don't know a lot about the Sprite thing, clearly. But anyways, look into the Sprite theory because there's something about that. It's like a fairy, probably electricity. Okay, let's see what Kim says. Oh, shoot. He could have gotten one at a time to follow him to the cliff edge and pushed him off. Water would have washed him away, any evidence.
All right, so I
That
got a
is
credible
definitely
theory. It
possible.
says one
Okay.
credible theory that makes sense is two of the men were repairing or trying to mitigate damage to part of the island. One guy slipped, the other guy ran back to get the third guy, and they all fell to the same fate trying to save the first guy. It would explain the chair knocked over and that the guy
Yep.
didn't take the oilskin coat and others. And a few other things. They didn't list what the other things were.
And what?
But
Yeah. What about the ropes hanging over the rocks? Would that work into that too, or no?
I mean, it could. I don't know. It could. I mean, what if they were trying to pull him up and then? See, I don't know. I don't
Could.
know.
It
I've
could.
never. It could.
It's a possibility. Anything's possible. But this thing, it makes me furious when people say they are real. What? What do you all talk about? Mermaids. You all are talking about mermaids. So hostile to the mermaids. It is like a fairy. Yes. Okay. Yes, fairy. Fairy. Okay. Siren is a mermaid. Fairy. Apparently, Sprite is like a fairy, fairy of the sea. And some people think it could have been a Sprite. Hey, Bluebird.
I
How are
think what's likely to
you?
happen. This is my alleged theory: is either that one guy got mad, killed a guy, had to kill the other guy to cover his ass, somehow maybe killed himself, or that they weren't dead when they got there.
Beck said, I think they fell into the sea. I really don't know. That's why I like this. I feel like there's some kind of murder involved too.
Oh my God, I was on mute. I'm sorry. I was talking. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, so I have an alleged theory. No, if I barely touch his earbuds, I need. So I have my alleged theories are that some kind of big fight happened because back then they would drink like homemade alcohol that would get you really drunk. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And three drunk guys cooped up together, no women, no way to take your frustrations out. You're all joking around, and a joke turns bad, and boom. I mean, look how quick
it's all over for you. Yep.
I don't know.
I wonder how long they had to stay in those lighthouses at a time. I didn't
I'm gonna look that up. Hold on.
That didn't come up in my research, but I am curious to know how long they had to be in there with each other. Trying to see. So the only things he found, let's see, what else? Was there anything else he found when they got there?
I'm trying to find how long they were in there too.
At all. There was not much in the lighthouse when he got there at all. Okay, so the ropes strewn all over the rocks, that was outside. And the ropes were usually in a brown crate. So somebody had taken the ropes out of the brown crate and thrown them over rocks for whatever reason. And they were usually in a brown crate 70 feet above the supply crane. So they would have to go all the way up there to get the ropes. So that's probably important.
All right, so I found these red flags too. Okay. I only found these on one site though. All right, so sorry. On arrival, the crew and relief keeper found that the flag staff had no flag. All of the usual provision boxes had been left on the landing stage for restocking, and more honestly, none of the lighthouse keepers were there to welcome them.
Right. See, I think that's because he was going to go anyways, but because they put the flag up to, I guess, when they know somebody's coming to say I don't know, it's safe or whatever, right? And then they didn't do that. So then he was like, oh, go check it out. The master told him to go check it out. So whenever he went and checked it out, there was nobody there, but the flag would have been like, that was the first thing they seen that kind of caught their eye, like what's happening, over there. They don't have the flag up because it's a usual procedure or whatever of a lighthouse.
Yeah, and so the main door was closed, the beds unmade, the clock was stopped, and he found the entrance gate to the compound and the main door both were locked. A further search revealed that the lamps had been cleaned and refilled. A set of oilskins was found, suggesting one of the keepers had left the lighthouse without them. There was no sign of any keepers, neither inside. We already know all that. But uh I did I did want to point out that the doors were locked and there was a lot of, I don't know, normal things were not done that were done. That's how they ran smoothly and they just weren't done.
See, if it was murder, right? Then they could have been gone for how months, actually. And then
Yeah, and there's no way to track it.
the
Yeah.
murderer could still be doing the entries, and then he could have made up this whole fake storm to have an alibi to cover his ass. And boom.
Wait. A BTS said, did people stay there after him and nothing ever happened?
Yeah, they said they had it. They were there whenever we read the story on the 26th. I don't know how long. I don't know about now. Up until now, I have visited one. Hold on, I have visited
Well,
one.
they
Yeah, but creepy.
it's vacant right now. I mean, it's vacant as of so many years ago.
Could you
So,
imagine?
oh,
That's your
mm-mm.
job to live in that thing on an island all by yourself.
No.
Like that's creepy, anyways. And then, nope. And
All
they
three of
only
them,
made
yes, they all did. They all killed themselves like together. All three of them.
no. I think one wanted to kill himself and made the other two. That's my theory.
Oh
I
my god, it
thought,
just sounded so mean to BTS. That was not how I meant it. I was just thinking, whoa, what if it was like a suicide pact? I don't know. There's so many, or what if they just all got, I don't know. I go back to the murder, double murder, suicide theory more than anything with this. And I've only done, like I told you guys, I didn't know about it. Like I didn't do as much research as I normally do. But that's the thing that makes the most sense to me. But the haunting aspect is super interesting.
that is a hell of a theory right there. Look at that. I thought three men hid a trunk full of jewels and money that they stole from a bank. They came to retrieve the bank. The keepers were taken hostage as witnesses, dumped off the thieves' boat. That
Well,
is a very
okay.
interesting theory.
Well, me too, April girl. I feel you on that, but well, I did ask for theories. We did.
Lighthouses always creep me out. I think they're so the Vanishing. Yes, I want to watch that.
But there are. Oh my god, there are other stories where people have said that they felt like that place was haunted and it had like a
Oh,
dark feeling over it. And I mean, there's lots of reports. And then somebody tried to do record that the island and they couldn't. Their footage wouldn't work. That kind of thing. So I mean, I don't know if everybody believes in supernatural, but that is kind of likely too.
and the shepherds wouldn't even stay with their sheeps when they would take their sheeps there, and they took them there for the very reason of them because it was supernatural, and they would have twins there, and they would get better. The sheep would get better. That's strange. Like, that's that's weird.
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
And
That try to
oh,
be
we
mean.
need to. I want
Sometimes
to
they
point
really
out
do.
one more time that one of the men, I don't know which one, had already been written up for not properly putting the rain gear on and properly securing things. So there was that too. There was already a write up. He hadn't done it the proper way, and then this happened. So
Oh,
that's another.
look what Sally says. She says MacArthur had a reputation for brawling and was known to be violent. It is suggested by some that fight broke out on the cliff edge, causing the men to fall to their deaths. MacAr- MacArthur was the third one, the one that was the sometimes guy that would be there.
Oh yeah, the
Yep,
extra. Yeah.
the extra. That actually makes more sense to me than anything. I don't know why, but it definitely makes more sense to me than any of the other options.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I just think of all that testosterone, all boiled up, all drinking,
I wonder which
together
one
and
he is in this
cooped
picture.
up.
I'm gonna pull this picture back up. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
don't
I'm
know.
not meaning to-
No, I just think it had a lot of potential to get violent. That's all. Wait, maybe the one at the end because oh wait, I guess they don't
This
really have
guy.
like uniforms. I don't know. Maybe it's the one in the middle because he doesn't have nothing on his hat. I'm just guessing.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go look
know.
at the. I'm gonna go look at the picture on here on Google and see. I just want to know. Not that it makes a difference, but okay. How would I wonder how we find out? I'm gonna put picture.
Yeah, just put a picture of that guy from this case, just like a picture, and then maybe it'll just show you him.
Oh yeah, MacArthur. I'm just gonna put MacArthur.
I know. I was just looking at that Bex. That's so weird. Yes, rabbit hole Bex.
That's
BTS.
the only picture
Yes.
there is, and it doesn't say who's who. What the crap? Hold on, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go to the actual site that the picture's from and see. Ah, oh, wait, there's 4 in this picture. Wait, there's 4 in that picture. Who's the 4th guy? They cut it off in the other picture. Okay, here we go. I got the site pulled up with okay, Gerard Butler to portray Arbus Lighthouse keeper who vanished mysteriously. Gerard Butler is in the movie? Oh, I'm totally watching it. Okay. Butler played James Duquette, Butler did, who was one of the 3 men vanished without a trace from the Isle of Eilean Moor. I don't know how to pronounce that. In Outer Hebrides. Is that I don't remember. Duquette, a 43-year-old with more than 20 years experience in lighthouse keeping, had arrived in deserted island to man the lighthouse with 2 other men, Thomas Marshall and Donald MacArthur. I don't know. Do you know, Sally, which one's which in that picture? And that's the only picture I can find on Google. I want to know.
Mm.
I would love to know about past keepers and what kind of people they were. I do believe there was some paranormal stuff going on there. I go back and forth. I do feel like there is something to that for sure, but then it could just be the other thing. I don't know. Both could be true too, though. I guess. Bex, they have their own money, but I think for the last few years they use network money. Just my guess. Have you watched The Vanishing, Sally? Since she seems to know about this. I'm going to hunt down that shit out of people after I die. I'm guessing nobody knows the who's who in the picture.
I just looked for all that time and I couldn't find it. I just
Dang
looked in
it.
the yeah.
But did you
Hold on,
see
let me
that there's
try one
4?
more.
Did you see that
Sorry.
there's actually 4 people in the picture? And it's cut off. I don't
Oh
know who the 4th person is. And this one I have pulled
no.
up, there's 4 people. It's just like the picture we have, except for there's another man on the right on the end. I don't know who that is.
Okay, so clocks are stopped. Yes, that used to be a thing. And mirrors are covered when someone has passed. That's what they used to
Mac?
do. Yes.
Mirrors.
For the
Yes.
clocks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me too, Bex. There's something to mirrors. There, I've heard
Look, I
too
could
many
do a
things.
whole
Yes. Actually, maybe we should because there's something to the mirror thing and paranormal, and people even use them in their witchcraft and all that stuff. There's something to mirrors. Nobody will
yes,
change my mind.
like yes, I'm not kidding. I used to have this antique like chair. I saw pictures of it. And it had like a place where you could hang your jackets, and it had a mirror and it had a little bench at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it just always gave me the EBGBs. And I had it. My aunt got it from an antique store. She gave it to me, and
Yes.
I swear my kids would never even sit in it. Like I tried to get them to sit to take a picture, they wouldn't. And I had a mirror, and I don't know. The mirror just always freaks me out. And I've heard I could do a whole live, probably 2, on interesting, spooky stuff about mirrors because I've heard so much about
I
mirrors.
think we should write that down and do that.
Hold on, I'll put it in our. I'll put it in
Yeah,
our
write
room.
that down because there's mirrors. Not a lot of things freak me out, but mirrors. I'm just not gonna buy an old mirror. I'm not buying a super old antique freaking mirror. No, keep them away. I don't like them. Some people like they'll cover the mirrors up because they freak them out so bad in their house and
Yeah,
shit.
like it's like it could be like a. I've heard like they're portals to the, you know,
Yep,
like bad spirits and all that, and I've heard they're just portals to
portals. Yeah,
purgatory. Yeah, like the or what's it called? Is it what is
purgatory,
it? Purgatory. What did I say?
purgatory,
Oh my god, I said
purgatory.
purgatory. Anybody who
We
knows
gotta
me
have
knows I.
one good Mandaism a night.
Yes, listen, I already know, but I can laugh at myself. I'm like, Laura, I think it's funny, but no, I've heard like these. I've had so many. I don't know, and I do believe it. I love mirrors. Okay, that's the thing. I love them, but I always get creeped out. I gotta change my freaking earbud. Hold on.
Okay. Sally, what do you think about I have some stuff like I was looking into the Bermuda Triangle and like where that even stemmed from and why it's even a thing, and that's pretty interesting too, but I don't know what to think about that because some people because there's been things that happen, but then there's been things that happen all over the ocean too. So is it more common there, or is it just because people pointed it out and named it that? What do you think? What is Sally? Okay, mirror. Oh wait, mirrors are the gateway to your soul. What? What does that mean? What happened to the -1 you mentioned above in your theory? Okay, let me see Mac's theory. I read it, but I forgot. Folklore is a story you end in your own mind. You guys are looking too hard. Folklore is a story you end in your own mind. Well, let me read your thing. I pinned it, but I don't think I read it. Duquette, right? Duquette or no? Oh, Doucette. Doucette. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay. Also, bad weather at sea storms return over water and never are heard of inland. Bad weather at sea storms return. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
All right, sorry about that. So, okay, I wrote the mirrors thing in the little live room. So, um, yeah, there's a lot to mirrors. I don't even know why I didn't think about that one because it's been something that I've like just read about and stuff for a long time. But um, maybe we could do that like in between some deep dives because there's just like I already know a lot about it. I mean, not a lot. I don't know everything, but I'm saying
Oh,
like
okay.
I've just read about it a lot.
Yeah. The anonymous says that the gentleman on the right end in the picture is James Doucette. Is how you say it. Hold on, I'm gonna put it back up there. So the one on the
Just that.
right is Doucette, and the what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the one is what's the other guy's name? Marshall. Am I making that up? And then the other one is MacArthur. So he's one of these two. If MacArthur's probably that big old freaking tall man right there. That guy in the middle looks little. Looks like a little boy almost. He's small.
Yeah, and he looks really young in the middle, doesn't he? Like, are those fake
Yeah, he looks
mustaches or
like
are
a
they
boy.
real? Or do they
I
have
don't
fake
know.
mustaches back then? Because they all look fake. Sorry.
No, I think they just look fake to us because they don't grow mustaches like this. So if we see them, okay, if we see them, then they're real. Hold on, let me get to my GM. I can't see chat for a second. What the heck? It's a link. I guess I click it. Thomas Marshall. Okay, so wait. So the one on the left. Okay, so we solved it. BTS just sent me a link. So, okay, hold on. Let me get back so I can show you guys. Oh my God,
BTS,
where are
where
you
did
guys
you
at?
find it? Where did you find it, BTS?
She
That's
found
so.
the single picture. It's the same picture. There's only one picture, but this one they have it cut off. So, okay, the guy on the left right here is fudge. Hold on, I gotta go. Marshall. The guy on the left is Marshall. The guy on the right is Doucette. The guy in the middle is MacArthur. The little bitty one.
Okay. And who was the extra? I'm sorry. The one on the left? Oh,
MacArthur.
the one on the right? MacArthur. That's what
The
I
one in the
thought.
middle.
Okay.
The one in the middle is MacArthur. The one on the right and the one on the left were the full timers.
Interesting. All right.
Crazy. I wasn't expecting that, but we did solve it.
We got that
Thank you.
mystery solved. Google has it listed by names with 8 more pictures. Really? Okay, so let me look for my computer. That's probably what I did wrong. I probably looked through my phone.
Here, if I
Hold on.
send you BTS, send her that link because she knows how to navigate that shit better than me. Because there's oh wait, here's a colored picture. It's not black and white. Oh no, this is a drawing. I think that's the same stinking picture. All the pictures are the same. Let's see. All of these pictures that I see are literally the same picture, I think. Is that a new one? I cannot tell. No, they all look the same to me. Good luck with that. That middle mustache looks like a disguise.
All
Your
right.
back party?
Well,
That's what Amanda just said.
okay. I mean, yeah, there are different pictures. There's like some ones where
If I don't-
you can clearly see they've edited them. Yeah, I
Thank
found them
you
on
for
my
doing
own, but I mean, I found them going to Google because I didn't think to do that, but they're just basically the same pictures. But I did find like an actual copy of what looks like the newspaper. You want me to
Oh,
share
yeah?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the true keepers disappear. Strange affair at the lighthouses. I don't think this is what you read. Hold on.
So that was no. What I read was not a newspaper entry, unless they just printed his report into the newspaper.
Oh, well, it says, okay. Oh my God, it's so, okay. I cannot, it's so little. All right.
Let me screen share it. Will that help?
Hold on a sec. I'm seeing if this is what you already
Screen
read
share?
because I don't want to waste your time. Well, here, I can screen share it. I cannot find my glasses, so I'm having a heck of a time over here. All right. Okay.
I need glasses. Do you wear glasses all the time or just to read?
Yes, all the time. No, all the time. It's just my reader's like
I
helped me
need 'em.
right now, but
Oh,
all
wait.
right. I don't know how to make this bigger.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Don't start because I got to get this thing off the screen. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Make it bigger.
Okay,
Is
let
that
me try
better
to
a
make
little
it bigger.
bit?
Hold on. I'm
No,
trying.
I don't think that. Oh, there you go.
Right.
That looks
Oh,
better.
crap. Hold on. Where did it go?
Oh, look how pretty.
Well, we can look at the
Pretty
pictures, I
pictures.
guess, but
The pictures are
I just
pretty.
don't know. Yeah, the pictures are pretty. Here's one. It's the full-length picture. Whoa. That's a really creepy looking picture. Look at that. You see it?
Yes, I love.
I don't know why. It is
I love
pretty. No, it's
creepy
just
stuff.
it's very, yeah, it's just a different angle of it, I guess, as well, you know. All right, let me try to get back to that. If not, I'm going to stop screen sharing and I'll just screenshot it and do it that way. Whoa,
I
whoa,
can
whoa, whoa! What's this?
if you
Is
need
that
me
them?
to.
That's
Wait a
that.
minute.
That's him, isn't it?
That's rocks.
Is that him?
And ropes. It looks
Or
like.
is that the? Oh wait, is that the rescue attempt or whatever? You know, them looking for them, or is that him?
It looks like the same person. I can't
Yeah,
tell
but
for sure, but it looks like the
yeah,
same person.
they all look similar back in the day, you know. Okay. Let's look at this one. Oh, gosh, I hate when it does that.
See it.
All right. Whoa, is that them? Yeah. Is this what it? Is that them together? I mean, this one's so blurry, but look
Flannan
at
Island, Light Hebrides Island, Scotland. Light white group, flashing something 21 miles.
visible 24
Visible.
miles. Visible. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that one. All right. Just let me stop screen sharing for a minute.
Okay.
So I can get back to that. I'm just going to do this how I
This
should have
one
done it
is
in the
in
first place.
outer. Yes, Hebrides. Hybrid. I forgot how to pronounce it again already. Somebody told us earlier. And I already forgot it. Once you watch the movie, your theory and opinions will change completely. It's I read that the movie is really like dramatized. Is that the right word? Compared to like the actual story, like they Hollywooded it up a lot. I think that's the rescue, Beck says. What the heck? It's not pinning my thing. There we go. I think that's the rescue. I'd love to stay there. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'd be scared to stay there though. I love talking about all
Yeah.
the creepy stuff and watching all the creepy stuff and listening to people talk about all the creepy stuff, but being a part or in or around the creepy stuff, no, never.
Okay. This is the newspaper
No.
report. I
Oh,
just
you found it.
actually looked it up. Yeah, but I'm gonna screenshot it. I think it's just I'll have well, just let me shut all my other windows. Then it ain't even gonna be a big deal. Sorry, guys. I should have been. I should have been.
Oh, you're
I didn't
fine. Take
know.
your time. Look, they are all dressed. Oh, we already read that one. Okay. Okay. I got moved into a place in college and someone had left an old one in. I had some scary stuff happen directly related to that thing. Roommate went nuts, got rid of it, and things settled down. I firmly believe that there is energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it, that attaches to inanimate objects. I've seen things, I've heard things like I believe it. The middle and right guy might be bigger than we think because Marshall left might be huge. He looked like he was like 7 feet tall in that picture.
Sorry, I'm still closing windows.
I just typed his name in Google and then the images of the Lighthouse tab. See, I don't
Yeah,
use
I found
Google. I
some cool
should use
stuff.
Google more.
I mean,
I
either
can't use it.
I usually actually I actually like I prefer Google, right? But my computer and my phone are both something else. So
Yeah.
when um when I do stuff, it's like holy crap! I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this, but I'll share it. Like my vision is, I have to go get my prescription
If you
glasses.
can share it out, I should be able to read it if I can
Okay,
see it.
here. Can
It
you see
probably
it?
does, but yep, let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, geez, Louise.
Wait.
In
Okay.
hold on. Can you see it?
Okay.
In
Intimation has been received at the Northern Lighthouse Board, okay, Edinburgh, of the loss of the lighthouse staff at the Flannan Islands Lighthouse. The station was established in December last year, okay, and was
Mhm.
staffed by 4 men, three taking duty and the other having relief. So wait, this is saying that there was 4 men there. When the board steamer yesterday went to the island to land the relieving keeper, it was found that the 3 men last on duty had disappeared, leaving no trace behind. They are they are the principal keeper, James Duet, or did I probably said that way wrong? And
Yeah.
Thomas Marshall and Thomas MacArthur. Oh my God, Donald MacArthur. The letter was an occasional keeper on duty in place of a sick member of the regular staff. It is surmised that they were swept away during the storm of the last week, either when attempting to save a crane or when trying to render assistance to some vessel in distress. The relieving keeper and the 3 other men have been temporarily left on the island. No such incident has ever happened in the history of Lighthouse Board, and it is provident that it did not result in disaster to any passing vessel. All right. The Flanman, sorry, I can hardly read this. Oh my God. The Flannan Island are a group of 7 isles, 17 miles west of Lewis in the Hebrides. So, holy crap, you can't even hardly read that. I should have tried to edit it and make it darker. But that's it's just one little write up and it's super faded and you can barely read it.
I think the fourth man that they're talking about is the relief, which is Joseph Moore, the one that came and found them because he's part of the team. And did you see what they said in there, that it didn't end up in any like catastrophe for any of the passing vessels because they rely on that lighthouse, and the light was out from the 15th till the 7th.
Yeah, sorry guys. You all know I'm usually better reader than that. That was really hard to read because it's like some parts are more faded than the others. So you go to read it and you're like, wait, what does that say? Like, I don't know. That was really bad. But hold on, let me stop
Yes,
screen sharing for a second. And there's
it's the
another thing.
Vanishing. CCK, it's the Vanishing.
Okay, so here's another one. You could probably read this one. It's
Okay.
not as bad. All right. This is another newspaper thing. Here you go. Can you see it?
I'm
Is it big
excited to
enough?
watch that movie. Let me see. Intimation has been received at the Northern Lighthouse Board, Edinburgh, of the loss of the lighthouse staff of the Flannan Island Lighthouse. The station was established in December last year and was staffed by 4 men. There 3 taking duty and the other. That's the same thing.
Oh my God, I could have just read this one. Oh, because this one's so much
Yep.
easier. Oh my God. Oh, see, I usually am like way more. This is why I prepare because I always do stuff like that where I'll just show double. And I could have just read this. This is way easier to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another article that's even better, even easier to read. Yeah. So, I don't
Maybe this
know.
week or maybe next weekend we can. I wonder if the movie is on. Because if you do the streaming of the movie, can you stream anything, or like can you stream something from Netflix or no?
Twitch. Are you talking about on Twitch?
Yes.
Or, I think you can stream any platform because it says like watch parties and it gives Amazon, which I have the Twitch that we could like easily. Everybody's already got the handle. We could try it, and if we can't do it that way, I have Amazon Prime. I'm going to link to my account because if you link it to your account, then you can literally watch like anything. And we could just rent it or whatever. I'm sure it's there, isn't it? Everything's on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can do that. Because I definitely now I'm excited to watch this. I'm sure there'll be other people that want to see that movie. We're
Yes,
gonna have a whole new
CCK.
outlook on it.
Yes, CCK and Bex. Listen, that's part of why I had such a hard time, like, because when I'm like writing stuff down or anything, I have to have at least my reading glasses. I need to go get my go to the eye doctor again, but my vision is so bad that like the other day I was writing and I didn't have my glasses on and I skipped an entire line. Like when I was writing, I skipped a
Yes,
line and didn't even realize it. I'm
that,
like,
that's how I
oh
am. I
man.
cannot see. Like, and I've been bitching about not being able to see since I've started YouTube. And I
Oh,
still
I
haven't
remember
found
you
an eye
squinting
doctor.
forever ago.
And
Like
I
I
still
remember
haven't been.
you. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Listen,
It's
I remember
ridiculous.
watching you. You were doing your makeup and you were trying to read the chat and you were squinting so bad. I felt so bad
Yep.
for you. And you were like, I cannot fucking see.
You should have seen me just now. Just now, whenever I was reading that, I literally had to move my microphone up, pull my laptop all the way up to my face, and could see it a little bit. Because I
Yes,
can
I'm
see
gonna
up
make
close.
sure.
I
Hmm.
can see up close, great. Far away, I can't see nothing. Like signs when I'm driving, I have to be there almost before I can see what they say. Like literally
Well,
there at it.
yeah. Well, Aaron said, because we're going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow, like y'all already know, and so he was
That's
like,
so fun.
today I was trying to make something I was trying to make a snack, and I was just reading on the internet. I had to have Surrey say it out loud to me. That didn't work out well at all. And he was like, "We are stopping and getting you glasses, and you have to make an eye appointment." I mean, it is. I didn't realize like how bad my eyes were because I just always have my glasses, and I think the baby, she's been trying to play with them. I bet you she like hit them. I'm almost just clock it. She did. So,
Do you,
um,
over the years, like, do eyes get worse?
oh
Do you have
yes,
to
for
get
sure,
different?
absolutely,
Damn it!
yes.
I thought so.
They recommend like what, once a year to go to the eye doctor, and mine have.
Oh,
I
really?
know, yes, like before COVID. Okay, like a year before COVID, I got two decent pairs of glasses, but when you have so many kids and they pull on them, it doesn't. They don't last, right?
Right.
And I went to make an appointment. They were closed for COVID, and that's literally the last time I even. And I've been getting readers, and I get like almost the highest thing to make them bigger. And it's getting to the point now to where it's like, all right, I got to get my eyes actually fixed because, I mean, I skipped an entire line and I did not even realize it. That's terrible.
But the glasses for me, I can't even use the readers because I think I'm nearsighted. I don't know. I diagnosed myself, but I can't see far away. So the readers don't help me do shit. It makes my eyes blurrier.
Oh yeah, you need to go to the eye doctor. Okay,
Okay.
BTS sent you more stuff. If you need me to screen share, just send it to me. I already got a window pulled up. Yeah. Oh, it's every 18 months. Okay, yeah. And I'm pretty sure Shy needs glasses, so I just need to go ahead, make us both an appointment because I saw her like looking at her phone the other day, and she was like kind of squinting. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm just need to make us both an appointment.
I
Really?
don't know
What?
why.
What? That is so
I don't know
cool.
why I don't want to go. Like I just I just hate going to the doctor. I hate dealing with it,
Read
you
what
know?
Anonymous said. Was it Anonymous or is that how you say it? Anonymous?
Anonymous, I think, but I could be wrong. Anonymous, maybe.
Okay, they said they have eye test online. You take the test, you order your script. If you fail, pick up the frames, and it is delivered in only 2 weeks. So we don't have to go anywhere. But
Wait, what?
that is, yeah. How would you get that stuff in your eyes and stuff though that they make you do?
Wait, I thought on those you already have to, like, you have already had to go to the doctor. They give you your prescription and you know what prescription you need, and then you can go get
Now I'm
glasses that
googling
way.
this. Hold
Yeah,
on.
because if that's the case, I'll go tomorrow.
Right.
They may
Yes,
have
their stuff's
tests
popping up.
online now. Oh, because after COVID, I bet. Hey, Captain.
All right, so it's right here. Hey, Captain Napton, I've been watching you uh over there on Crime Stalker. I really enjoy you guys together. I was on a panel with you, like somebody I don't think that y'all are friends anymore, but I was like
Yeah,
on a panel with you over there with that Ask Your Barkeeper girl.
I'll tell you what Captain
And
knows how to do. She knows how to find the good, interesting drama, no matter what.
I
In
know.
her and I
I
just
always
have always been interested in the same kind of shit.
I always watch from the bushes, like because I don't know that community
Yeah.
as well. But oh, so wait, it's called At Home Vision Exam. 1-800
Okay.
Contacts Express, but I don't want contacts. I want glasses. Um, eye appointment online. Pearl's Vision Eye Care. So I mean, I guess there are places to do it. Like I bet you I won't
Why
even
don't
pass.
you
I
do
got my
contacts?
license. They just I'm really weird about stuff touching my eyes. It's just a thing.
See,
But
that's
and
what I'm scared of. Yeah.
I used to wear them, but I'm such a weirdo. Okay, if something touches my eye, like if a bug flies in my eye or something, I feel like it's in there for 5 days. It's just a thing. I don't know. I'm a weirdo.
Okay. I'm gonna show. Okay, let me X off the ones that we've already shown. We've already shown that. Okay, she sent me some more pictures
Really,
of.
thank you. You're like full of knowledge. Look at that. They said
Hey,
they're the
Romad. What they
non-scripted.
say?
Oh, hey, Romad. Um, Good to see you too, Captain. They said that they have the blue light glasses, that help with like the screen time at Dollar Tree. Um, I might go ahead
Oh,
and just get them those. Until I find, till we go to the eye doctor. I
that's
mean,
nice. Even the clock
yeah, for
stopped.
sure.
Hide this. That's that's them three right there. Look in front of the lighthouse.
Yeah, yes, I saw these when I was just looking through the stuff.
And then
Oh,
that's the
yep,
one
there's the rock
we showed
picture.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is the lighthouse outlines. Oh, this is a book. The lighthouse outlines the story of three men, James Doucette, Donald MacArthur, and Thomas Marshall, who were stationed at the new lighthouse on the this font sucks. I'm just hate to tell them. Okay, station at the new lighthouse on the windswept and storm lashed island of. I have no idea how to pronounce the name of the exact island. It's Eileen Moore, but I know that's not right. Out of the North Atlantic on December 26th. December 26, 1900, the Northern Lighthouse Board tender Hesperus arrived at Eileen Moore with a relief keeper and stores to replenish the station supplies. After blasts on the ship's horn and the firing of a signal rocket, nobody appeared from the lighthouse to receive the tender. With no response, the relief keeper, Joseph Moore, was put ashore and found the lighthouse to be empty with no trace of the three men. So there is also a book about this story.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I just told everybody
Yeah.
I promise we can read. We just can't see. We do know how to read.
I don't even think I could read. I'm telling you, that font was just not. It was not.
Oh,
it for
she's
me right
okay.
then.
If you scroll down, there are more pics. Okay. Maybe you didn't scroll. Or did you scroll?
Oh, on this page. No, I just read that. Oh, there's a lot of
Oh.
stuff. Hold on.
Thank you, BTS.
I'm
Thank
back.
you. You can literally be my eyes for the next day or two. God, this sucks.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Look at all that stuff.
Eileen Moore. I wish I knew how to pronounce that.
Where's Hartley and Dee Dee? How do you pronounce that?
Right.
You know, help us out.
Fill us in. Okay. William Ross with his family. Ross should have been present on the Flannans. Hold on, I want to hide this. I can't stand that. Okay. William Ross with his family. Ross should have been present on the Flannans when the men disappeared. His place had been taken by Donald MacArthur as he was on sick leave. 1 year and 4 months to the day after the tragedy, William Ross dropped dead in the light room of the Eileen Glass Lighthouse. Wow. I did know that.
Wow. That's super interesting. So then, okay, Joseph Moore was the first man on the stand after the men disappeared. Okay, wait. You're going to have to read the rest of that. No. I can't read the rest of that.
Okay, Joseph Moore was the first man on the island after the men disappeared, and he was the first to find the keepers were missing. He had a strange feeling walking through the deserted lighthouse. He had a talisman which he had forgotten, and he always felt that from that day that he had set foot on the island, his life was cursed due to the number of sudden and early deaths in his family.
Wow. Okay.
There's something to this place.
Yeah.
Can you see or you want me to read them all?
I'm not going to be able to see that.
Okay, I can read them.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. The interior, this is the interior of the Flannan's Lighthouse. Apart from the modern chairs, it is unchanged in the 1960s from the day the men disappeared. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse was known amongst the NLB lightkeepers as the Kennel and was not a popular posting. I could imagine. But that's the inside. The chairs are new, but everything else
is the original. Wow.
Yep. Oh. The interior of the Flannan's Lighthouse looking out from the kitchen taken in the 1960s. Okay, the next one is the area outside the winch room where the trolleys were kept. Right here. I guess that's one of the ways that you go in right there into the lighthouse. The giant wave theory, okay? The location, what does that say? Location of box of ropes. Okay. So these are the ropes that they got maybe that were on the rocks.
Yeah,
the location. Hold on, I need a drink real quick.
I'd say I'm so sorry.
No, fine. The location of the box of ropes at the west landing. This picture shows how high the box was located above sea level. They were stored at that point as it was considered to be well out of harm's way. So that's where the box of ropes were located. Moving in closer to the west landing. Oh, look how freaking pretty. Okay, so West Landing area. The square shape concrete block is where the crane was located. Okay, so the West Landing area, just so you all know, is the part of the island where the ropes were strewn about, that they think if they fell in or got washed, that's where it happened at. The end, east landing area, or east end of the island was untouched. It was normal. But the west is where the ropes were out and stuff. So that's why they're showing this. The old tramway leading down to the crane on the west landing. The area to the right is where Robert Muirhead had stated the box of ropes was kept. Oh, these pictures are so pretty.
These are
Looking
really pretty.
Right. Looking up from the tramway at where Robert Muirhead stated that the box of ropes was located beneath the large stone slightly above the center of the picture. This is 110 feet above sea level and is where Muirhead believed the men were swept away from. So is the box in the picture? You can tell? I think maybe. Looking down at the stone where Robert Muirhead said the box of ropes was located, beneath the large stone, which here is in the center of the picture. Okay, so right here. This is 110 feet above sea level and is where Muirhead believed the men were swept away from. So calm that day when they took a
If you
picture.
want me to read some of that, that's a lot. If you want to send me the link, I can read it. I just can't read it off of the screen. Like, it's hard. I bet you a lot of that stuff is the stuff we already went over, though. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm looking at and seeing if there's anything else that's like pictures and whatnot. They had already had time to previous week to secure the ropes, even if they had gone down to the West Landing the day when they did to leave it so late in the day. Okay, yeah, that's all stuff that we talked about. The wind would have no obstructions coming up from the West Landing and to the area in front of the winch house, as the wall surrounding the station is lower at the front than the level of the ground in front of the winch house. Okay, so this is the area in front of the winch house doors, now bricked up, were totally open to the wind, and the wall behind the photographer would have acted as a partial wind tunnel. The distance from the entrance into the lighthouse to this area is only a matter of about 15 feet, and once turning the corner, a keeper would be exposed to the full force of the wind. The cliff edge seen here is only a matter of feet from the lighthouse wall. If the wind had carried them over the wall, there was only a very short distance to the edge of the cliff and a sheer drop of almost 300 feet to the sea and rocks below. So I guess some people think that it could have been caused by wind blowing them about.
Well, I mean, all of them, though, like all three of them, and not in the lighthouse, just still standing there. Like, that's why I find it hard to believe personally, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
that seems a little far fetched for sure. The
Thank you, BTS.
The steepness of the cliff area and the steps to the west landing can easily be seen in this picture. To lose your balance or be blown by a strong wind would take a person straight over. This picture of the west landing stage shows how the sea has partially washed away the steps, which can be treacherous with the seaweed underfoot. Oh, there's another.
Wow. Wow. Hold
That
on. I
is
think BTS
really
is sending
tall.
me something else, too.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Mercury poisoning. What? Some, but not all, of the lighthouse's lens apparatus floated in a bath of mercury rather than being placed on rollers. The Ellen Moore station was one which used a bath of mercury. Being exposed to mercury can have different effects on people. Some could be different effects, but it doesn't cause you to disappear in thin air. Some can be badly affected by it, while others appear to not have any outward effects at all. The expression mad as a hatter comes from milliners who went mad working with Mercury in the course of their hat making. A theory is that one of the keepers may okay, I see. A theory is that one of the keepers may have been affected by the mercury vapor and over a period of time and driven mad eventually by this, may have run out of the lighthouse with the other two following him to try and calm him down and bring him back to safety. Under the conditions that the afternoon of high winds and heavy seas, it is possible that the keeper affected by the mercury may have gone over a cliff with the other two trying to rescue him and all perished. That just sounds not plausible. Nori Mirror and Keith Mirror.
Yes, I was just coming to tell you that. That is the descendants to them. You should read that. That's super interesting. The people.
Okay. Keith McCloskey on Ellen Moore, April 2014. Okay, Nor Murr and Keith McCloskey, South Queens Ferry, December 2014. Nori Murr is one of the two surviving lightkeepers who have served at the Flannan's Lighthouse. Oh, left to right. Keith McCloskey and Stephen Givens, taken in Edinburgh, April 2014. Stephen is the descendant of Thomas Marshall. Okay, so this is the depth of spirituality in the whole area is exemplified by the ancient Callanish stones monument. There are perhaps the best example in Lewis of these types of ancient monuments, of which many are to be found. The suggestion that Ellen Moore was a place in pre-Christian times where the dead were taken to and placed on Pyrrhus can easily be imagined. With the disappearance of the three men, the island has an overwhelming sense of melancholy.
Wait a minute. I'm reading that too. So, okay, the suggestion that Elaine Moore was a place in pre-Christian times where the dead were taken to and placed on. Yes, like Pyrrhus can easily be imagined. So that's where they took the dead. It's like a burial site of sorts, kind of, right? Wow.
I guess because you see the pictures of the gravestones. I don't know what else to call those. These are perhaps the best examples in Lewis of these types of ancient monuments.
Sorry, I'm reading about this. Okay, so that brings a whole new aspect to it. Okay, the depth of spirituality in this whole area is exemplified by the ancient Kalish stone monument. These are perhaps the best examples of Lewis of the types of ancient monuments of which many are to be found. But if there's something to that, like I was just repeating it because I didn't understand it when you had said it, I was reading it. That is a whole new aspect to this because I really feel strongly about burial sites. Like they should not be disturbed. There's always something's going to happen. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to double read what you had. I was just like, wow, are you kidding?
I totally agree with you about that. Like something. Hey, Winky. CCK said, let's do accents we can pronounce next time.
Yeah.
There's so many difficult words.
Yes, and everybody knows that I'm like, I clown on Laura all the time, but I'm just as bad as her. So that, you know, like, but I can laugh at myself. I literally have Mandaisms, and if you, yes, that's why I laugh at her about it because I like with names. If you have anything other than a DD or a CCK or a Winky or a BCS, I'm out. Like, I could mess up Stephanie and call it Stephanie or something. Like, I'm that bad. I'm terrible.
What did you say earlier? The good one. It was a good one. Now I forgot.
I do it every time, so
I'll remember it. Don't worry, I'm going to remember it because it was a good enough one to stick.
It's Eileen.
You always respect the grounds where people are buried, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, and no, you guys got to make your own conclusion to this one.
It's the island's name is pronounced Eileen Moore. Eileen Moore.
Eileen Moore.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so
back
now
and
I see it. I lean more.
yeah.
I see it. I see it now. Like now that you say it, I see it. I'm one of those people too. Like I'm a visual and hearing learner, so I have to see it and hear it, and then I got it, you know. But if I'm reading it to myself, I will mess it up. I'm just telling you, that's something that people love about me. But if you're new and you really don't know me, just buckle up because that's my thing. Like I'm bad at it. So,
Do you see Kim's comment? She said, "I loved it when Mander said shockers instead of chakras."
and I even knew what it was. Like I'm not stupid to that subject, so it made it even worse. And then I used to call okay. You got gapped. It's like a racing term, and that's what blue sugar used to be. You got gapped, and every time none of my friends, so-called friends, would tell me like it's actually. I would say you got gaped, like gaping, you know, it's like nothing good, like a gaping butt or something, okay? Bad. And
Oh,
nobody corrected me forever. They just let me run with you got gaped. Like all my
oh yes,
so-called
I
friends.
remember that. Yes, I remember
Starline
that.
never corrected me. Ash, all these so-called friends, like we're just chilling around, laughing at me, and like,
That's
are
too
you
funny
kidding
to
me?
correct.
Oh my god!
You see what Raquel said? Oh my God, people, I just fell down again. I think I broke my toe. Are you okay?
Oh no, Raquel, go to the doctor. Mm-mm.
All right. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that there's anything else that we can discuss without now I might read the book, like I might listen to the book and then we could come back to it. But I feel like you're gonna have to draw your own conclusions to this. Nobody has the same theory, no two people. I think that it was a murder suicide. That's what
Yeah.
I think.
I think that, but then I also think that there's something about the supernatural aspect of this thing too. I really feel like there's something to that. But also, I do want to watch the movie, and if we do watch the movie or read the book, then we can talk about this again in the future. I will rewind. Yes, it'll stay up for sure. I say we watch The Vanishing in a watch party. I'm totally down for that as soon as possible. We'll figure it out
Yes,
and
thank you,
see where
BTS,
it's
for being my
located.
literal eyes. Like for being my literal eyes tonight. Thank you, everybody who for hanging out. It's been really fun. Um, I really think the watch party could be set up. I have my Twitch, so it wouldn't be hard to do.
And we're
So give me a
Amanda's
few minutes.
working on. We're already working on the next one, and it's going to be a case, right? Your next stream.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Can you talk about that?
And if you guys want, I have a this. I'm gonna do a deep dive for the next one. Okay. Not me. No, I mean we are doing a deep dive, and okay, so it's for Bart Whitaker, and he actually, he was a total liar, and he tried to have his family killed because he didn't want. He says he didn't want to let them down because he never really went to school and all that, but there's a lot more to it. But his dad survived, and um, I don't want to get too much into it, but it's on my community post if you would like to research it first so you can follow along. Or if you don't want to, I have already made like 60 pages of notes. So it's going to be like a huge deep dive
Oh
for
my
eh,
God! I'm
there's a
so
lot.
excited.
Yes, I'm
I
very
don't
excited.
know
I know
anything.
these cases
This is
though.
new to me
Oh,
too, by the way. Again, of
mm,
course, it's new to
hmm
me. So I'm excited.
well, yes, it's not going to be till Monday night. So I'll post it again on my community post in a minute. And if you guys want, you can, um, follow along. But I'm also thinking about changing either my drama or my true crime, probably my true crime, over to my backup channel. I'll let you
Mhm.
guys know because I'm going to separate the two. So I'll
What's
let you
today?
guys
Is today
know.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so since you're not going to be able to do that one until Monday, maybe I'll put together something for tomorrow, just like a little hour long, do some conspiracy or something fun and quick that we can do like some
We could
at
do
some point
Mandela
tomorrow.
effects tomorrow. There's a lot of
We can
those.
do a
And I could
Mandela
help with
effect
this.
for all day and night. But yeah,
Yeah, we
okay,
could.
let's do
I
that.
got the pumpkin patch tomorrow at 2, so we'd have to do it probably like around the same time. Maybe we could do it over on my channel or here, or where backup channels. Where I don't know. We'll let you guys know. But
What we need to
um,
do, here's what we need to do is do it on your backup channel, and then I'll go ahead and make a backup channel and then drop it there just so we can go ahead and get that started.
okay, yeah, we'll probably do it on my backup, or we'll do. I don't know. We're gonna
Or
do.
your
We
or your
have
main
like.
channel, either one. But just so
Yeah,
we
I
don't
don't.
have to wait all the way until Monday, we could do just a little fun, quick stream tomorrow. And then Monday is going to be, it'll probably be 2 hours or longer, right?
Oh my God, there's so much. There's as much as the last case for this one, so it will probably be
I'm excited.
a two-parter. So if we start on my channel, then we'll do the second part on Stephanie's or whatever. However, but Dee Dee, no, right now I cannot read my notes.
She's
Okay,
laughing at you.
I cannot. I cannot. If you guys seen how big my print was on my computer, just to read chat, you guys would. I mean, on my phone, you guys would die. So, anyways, it's gonna. I'll post about it tomorrow. We can do Mandela effects. I know though. I'm sure. I think you know a lot about those too. Didn't you do a stream about those too a long time ago, or
Yes,
on a stream
yes.
about
Oh,
them?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, tomorrow we'll do that. That'll be
I
fun.
know all about
So
the first time I ever seen Mandela effects was from Tana Mojo years ago. Like when she did a stream on Mandela effect, and I had no idea what it was, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it blew my mind. And
yeah.
that was
So
years and years and years ago.
yeah, I'll actually start screenshotting some pictures and stuff tonight so that
Yeah, I can come
say
up
like I
with
said,
a
yeah.
100 by tomorrow. No,
Me too.
just
So can I. So maybe it won't be such a short stream after all, but
well, I
I'll
just
definitely get
saying
stuff
because
ready
I
for
know
that.
you have things to do and whatnot, But if it's
Yeah,
longer, it's longer. We're fine with
I'll
that.
just look
All
forward to
right,
that.
guys.
Oh wait, there's something
So,
else.
oh,
Oh, okay.
what?
Did you read it? Did you read Anonymous before we go? Sorry.
Question. Since it's Halloween, how about the murder of witches from 1800s? That does sound intriguing. I don't know
The
much
witch trials.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
I would
looked into it much,
definitely.
so we could definitely look into that for
All right,
sure.
I'll make a note. Thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for Mandela
Have a
effects.
good
And I'll have
night,
my
guys.
glasses, so be on my game.
Bye.